Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. A House panel finds Boost marketers in contempt. Also tonight, the central government is to submit a payment plan to CUC regarding utility bills. And it's International Women's Day. #Inspire Inclusion. In sports, the local college hosts their signature fundraising event with prizes you can't turn away from. Stay with us, we have these stories and more up next.
Shizuru?
Kazuki?
Could this be a date? Go for it!
Try new McDonald's sauce now.
It's gonna be lit.
I love Mariana's Coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Robert Travilla and Selena Sapp were found in contempt today by a special House panel who is investigating the Boost program. Travilla and Sapp are the owners of Nonstop Corporation, the former marketing contractor for Boost. The two appeared before lawmakers this week, but on the advice of their counsel, attorney Joseph Horry, they invoked their Fifth Amendment right and refused to answer any questions relating to Boost.
Just to clarify, Mr. Travilla, you understand that this is not a criminal proceeding, and this committee is only tasked to investigate the program which you've handled. So, are you still going to invoke your Fifth Amendment rights? Is it a specific question or a certain subject?
On the advice of my counsel, I invoke my Fifth Amendment privilege and respectfully decline to answer your question.
The lawmakers pulled out receipts, invoices, and other documents of Nonstop expenses that included lodging, event coverage, meals, and even corkage fees that were in the thousands of dollars, asking Travilla and Sapp to justify the charges. But the two repeatedly invoked their Fifth Amendment right.
On the advice of counsel, I decline to answer based on 1 CMC 1307C and the Fifth Amendment.
One document shows that Nonstop was paid over $300,000 for marketing services. Representative Marissa Flores.
Within the 3 months of your contract, $323,000, $415.29. Now, sir, you could imagine why you are here. Am I right?
On the advice of my counsel, I invoke my Fifth Amendment privilege and respectfully decline to answer your question.
8 members of the Special Committee on Federal Assistance and Disaster-Related Funding voted to find the two in contempt. The committee will furnish the report on the testimonial hearings to be sent to the full body. House Speaker Edmund Villagomez is expected to certify letters of contempt for Shane Villanueva, Travilla, and Sapp, which will head to the Office of the Attorney General for possible prosecution in court. The CNMI central government will create a payment plan to address utility billing arrears that is in the amount of $13 million. Acting Utility Director Betty Terlahi.
We have already agreed to allow a payment plan, and that was presented in court and was accepted by Department of Justice.
Terlahi told reporters during a board meeting on Thursday that the administration needs assistance in reconciling the accounts, and CUC has agreed to help out.
Right off the bat, they will pay $400,000 by April 1st, and then we will reconcile the first top 15 accounts. Once that's reconciled, then within 30 days of that reconciliation, another 25% should be paid. And then every April 1st thereafter, those reconciled accounts will also be included. So every time we reconcile accounts, they will pay 25% within 30 days. And the balance added on to the April 1st balance, which every year will be paid. And they have up to 2027 to pay off the balance.
The U.S. Department of Justice did ask the federal court to intervene with the unpaid bills, but CUC and the administration came up with an informal settlement which satisfied the court.
And so we're working with Department of Finance to help them identify the payments that they've made to CUC over some period of time. But on our side, we're already seeing that the payments that they think were for utilities is actually for reimbursements from FEMA, from public assistance. Some of it are the contributions for their share of a capital improvement project that we did, and other things like that. Those that were related to utilities were applied to the utilities. So we stand firm that the $13 million on our books is still the correct number.
As for the hospital's bill, which is in the amount of $60 million,
they have made their payments based on the MOU, and so hopefully that will continue on, the current payments. And in addition, the court wants to see that we have entered an agreement or an MOU again with them, that they will continue to keep current and in addition address the arrears. So we got to come up with something that will address the arrears.
CUC has proposed a payment schedule for the net of penalties amounting to $32 million. The payment terms are for 10 years with a monthly payment of $274,000. Adding this amount to the current payment of $525,000, the total monthly payment for CHCC will be $799,000. CUC will meet with the hospital soon to renegotiate the next memorandum of understanding. Today is another special day where we celebrate women. The CNMI Women's Affairs Office has put together an event that highlights the different cultures of women here in our community.
For International Women's Day, the theme is Inspire Inclusion, so we wanted to include all the cultures, so we wanted to have a cultural festivity.
Different booths were set up at the Carolinian Affairs Office grounds, representing the cultures of Marshall Islands, Korea, Russia, Yap, Palau, Chamorro, Carolinian, China, Philippines, Samoa, and Hawaii. KSPN took a look at the Hawaiian booth, where the crafter makes some unique jewelry.
They're all made out of ribbons, and my creation, when I thought about it, it was shells. I wanted to create something that looks like shells, so I came up with these ribbons.
Woohoo! Happy International Women's Day! Yahoo!
500 cells also provided free canoe rides while vendors sold food and drinks. Entertainment included traditional dances and live music, which brought women together for a good time. The WAO has many activities and events throughout the month of March, which you won't want to miss.
In the U.S. continent, this department is the lowest paid police department.
One of the top priorities on the table for Acting Police Chief Anthony Macaronis is to re-examine salaries for his officers. Macaronis says the police officers' role in the community is critical, and they face and confront different kinds of scenarios out there. He adds that if other agencies can get hazardous pay for their employees, he too will look into that and provide his officers with more in their paycheck.
As a leader, I also have to fight myself to continue to provide them with extra incentives that would continue to enhance them to come in, and also to make that salary attractive so I could continue to bring in more people.
During a press conference, he shared besides increasing the pay, he will also increase the presence of officers in the community.
I've assigned police officers in Garapan as a launch pad to continue bringing the officers to the community. In preparation that we're not going to wait until the tourists start coming in. Then I'm going to put the officers in place already in lieu of them coming in. With the TOPS officers, they're also part of the responsibility is to patrol the tourist sites.
Macaronis is also in communication with Commissioner of Education Dr. Lawrence Camacho to have more police presence on school campuses.
I'm going to allow the police officers to come into the school campus, get down and walk around the campus just to show that there's police officers in campus, and meet with the faculty and kind of get some update on what has been the activity around the school. So that's the other thing that I added to have the officer patrol the schools. It doesn't matter if it's high school, junior high school, elementary school. All schools in my watch are important.
Increasing police presence in the community may lead to more engagements with the community, and that is what Macaronis would like to see.
They have to go out and continue to patrol the villages and interact with the community. They have to interact with the community because a lot of these communities have vital information that are crucial in solving crimes. It's just a matter of just the officer meeting with these people, getting that information and sending it over to the proper section where crimes that have been previously reported can be reinvestigated again.
Macaronis shared he understands and expects more challenges to come as the next DPS commissioner, but he is grateful to Governor Arnold Palacios and Lieutenant Governor David Apatang for their nomination.
At one of Saipan's beaches, this mother lays about 100 eggs under the cover of darkness. She hides her nest as best she can and then slowly makes her way back to the ocean. The eggs hatch and the babies head for the sea, where they will face a daily dose of danger. Just 1 in 1,000 will make it to adulthood. Those that do will one day lay their own eggs. Sea turtles are protected under CNMI law. If you see one that is stranded or if you see illegal activity, call the hotline at 287-8537.
I love Marianne's coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Robin lives in Montana, works for a company that sends people around the world looking for unique, transformative travel experiences. This is her first visit to Japan.
You are in deep forests like this on part of the trek, and then you come out into these beautiful coastline views that just seem to come out of nowhere of these bays and this aqua water and the waves crashing against the rocks. And then you come down from these passes and enter into a new village each night.
This is rural Japan, not seen by many tourists, and many of the residents are seasoned. Young people often leave these small villages and move to the big cities, and Japan has an aging population with years of declining birth rates that are taking their toll on these small towns. In 2022, over 1.5 million people died, and just 77,000 babies were born. If a small village had 3,000 people 20 years ago, these days it might have 2,000 and is projected to get smaller each year. The government of Japan is hoping that bringing some hikers through these rural places, it will help keep and attract local residents. It's a modest goal, but an important one.
ですね。で、今日の刺身は塩とシビマグロでしたかね。
They want a little bit of tourism, nothing that's going to change the places, but we are realizing that the experience might change us.
Each village has their own unique traditions and history and stories, and meeting the people there, we get to hear about all of these things and learn about what they were fishing for and eating, you know, the things that they were pulling out of the ocean, and kind of get a very immersed experience of each unique village along the way.
If you missed Thursday's Humanities Half Hour, don't worry, we got you. Catch the replay this Saturday at 7 p.m. This week's guest, Millie Psyche, who talks about Peru.
Peru has a big influence from people from Macau.
Macau?
Macau.
How is that?
When the slaves got freedom, people in Peru who has these big farms lost the workers. And so Peru has a lot of sugar cane and cotton, and somebody has the great idea to go to Macau and bring workers. And they told them, you know, Peru is very rich in gold. Peruvians don't know the value of gold. You will become very rich soon, which it wasn't actually. Peruvians knew the value of gold.
Yes.
But there were a lot of people from Macau got to Peru and stay on the coast.
Okay.
So they influenced the Peruvian food. And if you go to Peru, you are going to find a lot of restaurants which are called chifa.
Chifa.
Chifa, which means just Chinese food.
Once again, the replay is on Saturday at 7 p.m.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month. Plus, a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
Hi, I'm Dre. one of the personal trainers here at Goat's Gym, and today we're going to show you a Bulgarian split squat, a fantastic lower body exercise that should be a main staple in your training. Now the first thing we want to address is the rear foot placement. Now whether it's toes on or toes off, just find what's comfortable for you. The bigger issue we want to tackle is the height of the box or bench. You see, when you set up on a box or a bench that's too high, that inherently puts an aggressive stretch on the front of your hip. Oftentimes, that sensation will take away from the working leg, the leg that's on the floor. And when you start to add load in this faulty position, you're bound to run into some problems, particularly if you got some mobility restrictions. So Jamila's gonna set up. She's gonna descend with control, and from there, just stand tall.
Location, location, location. Office space on Capitol Hill available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park. With natural light and ocean views, it's the perfect place for creative professionals. So upgrade your life and your working environment. Schedule an exclusive showing now. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
Buenas sports fans.
Golfers prepare to tee off for the 19th annual Northern Marianas College Foundation Golf Tournament. This is NMC's signature fundraising event, and last year it was deemed the largest and most exciting golf tournament in the NMI. Officials want to keep the ball rolling. NMC Foundation President Ben Babauta encourages local golfers to participate for a chance to play with visiting golfers from around the region.
We have golfers from Guam, a little bit over a dozen flying in. And as you know, it's not cheap coming over, but they'll be here. And also visiting golfers from Korea, with that said. And of course, looking forward for our local golfers. And of course, Rod and Tinian also that are playing.
The Golf Open is a 2-day event and will be held on the east and west courses of the Laulau Bay Golf Resort on March 23 and 24.
It is a 2-day medal play. As you know, we have 6 flights. We have all first place winners will be receiving $800 in cash. Second place winners will be receiving $500 in cash, and third place winners $300 in cash. And that's with the championship flight, A flight, B flight, C flight, seniors, and of course the ladies flight themselves.
As for the hole-in-one prizes, golfers have a chance to win a brand new Lexus from Atkins Crow Saipan, a brand new 2023 Honda Civic from Jotun Motors, a $10,000 shopping spree at Top Shelf Wine and Spirits, $10,000 cash from Ambith, and $5,000 cash from Pacifica Insurance.
Looking forward for a full field. So far, we have a little bit over 150 players, and looking forward to field that in the next couple weeks. And encourage again the local golfers to register. It is limited, and more so quite exciting as we have over $150,000 of possible prizes.
President Dr. Galvin Delon Guerrero says the college is currently in growth mode. They are launching new programs and new initiatives, but most importantly, they are launching new facilities.
As we grow, we see the need for additional support, particularly with our buildings. We've been very fortunate to secure millions of dollars in grants and other sources of funding to build, but we got to make sure that these buildings are state-of-the-art, because ultimately this is for our students and for our community. So we truly appreciate the hard work of the NMC Foundation. They help supplement revenues that we may not be able to realize. And under the leadership of Chairman Ben Babauta, President of the the foundation, but the chair of the golf committee. They have done a fantastic job, along with the team at NMC, to ensure that this golf tournament is going to be one of the best golf tournaments ever.
The deadline to register is Friday, March 22nd at noon. Individuals who would like to help the college with its rebuilding efforts can donate cash or in-kind contributions.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. Tonight, mostly cloudy with isolated showers, east winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, low 76 and a 20% chance of showers. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with isolated showers, east winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, highs 85 and a 20% chance of showers. For your marine forecast, a trade wind pattern will prevail through Saturday with generally moderate winds. Fresh winds possible late tonight into tomorrow morning with a surge in the trade winds passing through. Combined seas will be 4 to 6 feet with a predominant trade swell and a background northerly swell. High tide will be at 7:40 tomorrow morning, followed by a low tide at 1 p.m. Sunrise will be at 6:29 a.m., sunset at 6:26 p.m.